Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully everybody's been busy or busier than me in ways that are more productive online. I actually haven't been too bad. I'm still in the mode of I haven't listed anything. I honestly have not shipped anything to FBA for, oh God, probably 3 weeks now. And maybe I haven't seen the slowdown yet that everybody talks about. I have seen somewhat of a slowdown, but I was getting about $1,000 back every 2 weeks. Now I'm getting about 700. Some of my long tail stuff is selling, but I'm not getting any of those quick stuff that, you know, as soon as it hits, it sells. So I really need to get back on that. The good news is, I found books, but I hadn't sold any until the other day. And I was going to make a video. I've been slammed getting ready. I'm going back to Arizona for a week to work on a project down there. So I've been slammed, but I sold a book the other day, $27. And it was, I believe, I haven't paid more than $1.50 for a book, other than those hunting books I got that were like $3 or $4 a piece. So it sold for like $27 and I paid $1 for it. So after fees and everything, I probably made 20 bucks. And I was pretty stoked about that. And then because I don't have a lot of books in there. I've probably got 10 books in there. Maybe 20. So I have all those in there, and so I'm not, obviously, because I don't have a huge inventory of books, I'm not expecting a ton to sell. But so the one sold, I was pretty stoked, and then one completely unrelated to it sold. Again, one I picked up for I think like 10 cents. It sold for like $15. And then I had another one of those hunting books that I paid like $4 for, but they all went in at like between 50 and 60, and one at 200. One of the $50 ones sold. So yeah, pretty stoked to see that kind of playing out, and makes me realize that, you know, it definitely is worth looking for books and having those in. And it's all just a numbers game. That's really all it is. And right now I'm feeling bad isn't the right term, but I wish I could be doing better at it, strictly because I know what's possible if I get there. But right now, my current work of, you know, handyman work and construction is what's paying the bills and making it to where I can buy that inventory. And right now it's just a busy season. So for me, I'm not trying to make $1 million the first year or 2 or 5. It's, if I can get to where I'm making $50,000 to $80,000 a year profit, and the biggest thing for me is at that point, I'm able to control my time how I want. I'm self-employed now, so I can control that to a point, but it is based on what my customers want, because I have a high demand for my work. So people will wait, but they'll only wait for so long. So, and there are things that need to be done right away. So that's where the type of work I do now, because it's so physical, I can only do so much. And then also, you do have some free time, but it's all based on when your customers need stuff done. So that's the hard part. And that's where being online, you just can have so much more freedom. But it's all numbers. That's what I was going to talk about mainly. Is Craigslist Hunter is somebody I've been watching a lot recently, and 10K on the Bay. And he has 10K on the Bay has a, you know, he knows the numbers, and he's not going to do them on his own, so he's hiring a bunch of help. Because he wants to grow fast. Me, I'm not so much intent on growing quickly. I want to get the system set up, and then, you know, if I can start listing a couple hundred items a month on eBay, and at the same time be sending in shipments every week or every other week to FBA, I think making that 50 to 80,000 is completely possible. And if that's kind of the model you're going for, 10K on the Bay, he's got great tips and stuff on how to use. He knows what he's doing, and he's got a plan, and he's pushing it. Ryan Roots and his wife Allie are doing more along the line of what I'm looking at. And then like Craigslist Hunter, I don't ever have a desire to have a store, but when you're looking for items to resell, he's got some great tips on where to find them, what to look for, individual items, and he's down to earth, and they tell you really, it's not $1 million in sales, it's X amount of profit in sales is how they really claim their success, which is what I like to see. So those two guys, and then Craigslist Hunter also talks about a podcast that's also on eBay called Scavenger Life, and the wife's name is Ryan. Now I was just listening to him, and the husband's name is going past me. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, but they started a few years ago, and they now have, I want to say the last podcast I listened to, like 4,000 items in their eBay store. But they're talking, clearing $2,000 a month or a week in sales on general the last few times I've listened to them, and their cost is, between $100 and $200 for those items. So that's where I want to be, is if I could be clearing that kind of money every month. And they did it like I'm talking. They started out, list, and they've got stuff that moves quick, but then they have listings that have been on their store for 2 or 3 years and they're still selling. So with FBA and with eBay, it's all about, the inventory and then the size of your inventory. So they're to the point that they have an anchor store and another store. And I haven't looked at their stores. I'm not sure why they have the two. There's probably diversity between them, but it's all about inventory. So I'm trying to keep, my plan is, I've got this one more job in Arizona. I'm actually bidding another one while I'm down there, but then I'll be back up here for a few weeks and not going anywhere. And I really want to finish getting my area organized for my eBay stuff, and instead of being outsourcing, which I do enjoy a lot, I have been getting that ready, and I am getting a whole lot of stuff around my house that I don't use anymore, and it's good stuff, I just don't use it, and I'm gonna list all that on eBay. So hopefully I'll probably have 200 to 300 items just off of that stuff that I can list on eBay. Plus I've been working on, and I'll do a different video on that, but I've been talking to a few people locally, basically about being a consignment basically, and selling their stuff on eBay and then splitting it with them, the profit. So that may be another way to get a big, more inventory in my store, without putting out any more money, because they'll be supplying the items and I'm not paying for them until I sell them. So anyway, that's kind of where I've been at and what I've been working on. I know I'm going to see a slowdown in Amazon here soon. I did have one of those items I talked about in a previous video, a turntable for like photos and 360 photos, sell on Amazon FBA. I didn't have any sell on eBay, but I had it sell on FBA. I think I had them up there for $90 and I paid $15 for them. It was like right around 14 something for them. So those are good, and I've got like 10 of them. So I'm hoping those kind of sell through. I plan on those being kind of a longer tail item, but the profit's good on them. So anyway, till next time, I hope you guys are doing good. If you want to get that consistent money, It's obvious to me right now, even with just the stuff I have, you have to keep sourcing. You got to keep, especially with FBA. And you can afford to have those longer term items on eBay, but you just have to store them, so you gotta have the space. But you gotta keep sourcing, and you gotta keep listing in order to keep that volume up. And hopefully if that volume's up, it'll keep you motivated. So until next time, keep sourcing, keep listing, and everybody, hope you have a good one. If this is helpful, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to see more. I do have my second channel up that all this stuff will start being on exclusively, and I'll put a link down in the description for that, as well as the links to the other videos or channels that I mentioned. So until next time, everybody have a great one.